Okay, traders, this is John Howell here from tradinginvestingforyou.com. Anything I do say in this video is classed as general advice only. I don't know your personal situation, and please just take these tools and tips and everything I'm giving you in this video and put it to your arsenal, okay? That's exactly what exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be pulling apart this chart, and today we are looking at Apple. Okay, so right now we're looking at Apple weekly chart. We've got a couple of things here, just a weekly chart with 2 moving averages, and we have a stochastics down the bottom here. Now let's forget the stochastics for a minute, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, now what we're looking at here, we're looking at the weekly chart, and the reason why we're looking at the weekly chart is always bring your chart back to the weekly chart so you can just get a big view of what's happening with that stock. And for one, what's happening with Apple? Clearly, look what's happening with Apple here, right? Bouncing once, almost bouncing twice, bouncing. This moving average here on the weekly chart is absolutely crushing it. If I bring it back here even more, we can see that this purple moving average, which is my main moving average I use all the time, I always use this moving average because it works really well on most stocks. You can see here how well it just works here on this is the weekly chart. And this also, a yellow moving average, this is simply just a 200 moving average here, okay? So you can see this stock has really had a massive run up through here, and now it's come back down, and now it's having another push back up through here. Now, what I want to talk about here is this. Apple is starting to look weak, okay? Now, I'm not saying that Apple's going to go down. What I'm saying is we need confirmation about that, but Apple is starting to look weak, and let me show you the reason why. If we have a look at Apple in the past, remember this is a weekly chart here. If we have a look at Apple in the past, we've had this pretty nice strong buying period through here, and then a weak buys, okay? And then the market ran up through here. Look at the strong buys, and then we had weak sellers, another strong buyer, weak sellers, another strong buyer, weak sellers, another strong buyer, sideways consolidation, breaks out to a massive buying move. But look what's happening here right now. We had this massive buying move up here. Now we're coming back down through here now. But look at this. Look at this. If I'm just going to zoom in on this bit here right now, and you can see is look at this bar here. We have a little bar here, a little bar here, a little bar here. Look at that. Is that strong to you? Is that like that there? It's not, is it? Right? It's very weak. So one thing I'm looking at here, take everything on the screen and zoom it back out. One thing I'm looking at here is that we had not that strong sellers through here, and we're having not that strong buyers through here. So there's no real indication of, hey, look what's happening here, buyers, sellers. Okay, that's exactly what I'm seeing here right now. Look at the actual market here itself. We're not having strong sellers, and we're not really having strong buyers. So it really looks like we're really flaking out up here. Okay, flaking out. And if we have a look at the stochastics now, what I'm talking about here is look at this here. This is actually quite fascinating. If we have a look at this bit through here, we can see that the stochastics, when it gets to this point here, we generally have a bit of a turning point. Okay, and this bit through here, you can see that bit through there. That was around about that bit through there, basically giving you a warning of, you know, something's likely to happen. And then we're getting back into that point right now, okay? But that's not the only thing I'm looking at here. Let me actually go back over to the daily chart now, and I'll just talk about what's happening on the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, we can clearly see that we are just overall going sideways, right? We had this sort of nice buying move up through here, and now we're going sideways. So this overall short term does look like it might want another pop to the high side. But look what's happening here, okay? I want you to keep an eye on this because this is absolutely crucial. When you actually learn how to read the stochastics by itself, it could be a major understanding tool of what's happening in the market. Let me explain what I mean here. You can see here that when we had this stochastics here when it was pinned, right? It was just pinned, and pinned mean it just kept going sideways like that, okay? But when we get into a point where it clearly breaks away from the pattern, where you can see it comes down through here and has a massive divergence through here, okay, look what's happened with the stock though. Stock made a major higher high up through there. Okay, but then look what happened through here. The stochastics made a bottoming, a reversal pattern, and the market started coming down through there. So that's this stochastic is a major powerful tool. It really is a major powerful tool. And so if we have a look over here as well too, look where the stochastics are right now. Look what's happening here. It looks like that we may, if this market does get a bit more upside, okay, a bit more upside, then it may get to a point where it does this. and then we're getting that divergence. We're making this is low, this is now a lower high on the actual market, and possibly even an equal peak on the actual daily chart. So when we're looking at this chart here, it does look like that we're trying to break down through here now, and it does look really weak. Now let's have a look at this here. The market, this Apple's been slowly increasing to the high side, right? We can see this up this point through here. At this point through here, this is where the buyers had trouble, right? The buyers broke up, came back up, and when they popped back above here, guess what? They broke back down, and they had resistance, and now we're struggling at that level once again. And if we have a look at it, this could be, and it's probably very finite, but we could have like a little small head and shoulders through here, if you can see that, okay? Where you can see where the market has, and this is very finite, okay? Where the market, let me just draw this here, runs up, resistance, head, and then shoulder pattern. Okay, you can see that now. It seems like I've just drawn over it. So that's what I see there. So that could be, this here could be a major reversal level. And if we just draw another support resistance line here, we have this level here as the next level of support and resistance. You can see that we're really stuck between these levels through here. And then on top of that, if we just draw a trend line from the bottom here and just connect that up through there, that's where we're looking at right now. Okay, so there's a lot of support levels through here. We may pop to the high side, and we may continue up to the high side. The buyers may just come out and continue up. But by what I'm looking at right now, it does look like this Apple is actually getting very weak. Okay, and it does look like Apple may want a bit of downside. Now, here's where the confirmation will come into it, right? If we do start the breakdown, and we severely start the breakdown past this line through here, this overall support resistance line through here, then that's where we're likely to run straight back down towards the 200 moving average, which is around $500. Now you're probably thinking, John, come on, you're kidding me. Apple's not going to go from 600 down to 500. Well, you don't know, right? But the confirmations, to me, it says if we break below here, then we're likely to probably run back up, have a bit of a test, and then head back down again. Okay? So anyway, that's another market update for Apple. I hope you've enjoyed this session here. Again, look at the daily chart, look at the weekly chart, break it down, and start to make some sense out of what this market's on just by reading the market alone. Okay, forget the stochastics for a while. The first thing what I want you to do is just simply squeeze the chart as much as you can, and then start to draw these trend lines and start to get a good view on what this market's on. And what I suggest you do if you're trying to read charts, simply remove the moving averages. So I'm just going to remove the moving averages here, okay, and then just simply start with a blank chart. That's the most important thing. And on top of that, make sure you start with the weekly chart. Start with a blank weekly chart, and then start to identify what's going on here. Read the strength in the moves, read the peaks and troughs, read the overall what's happening here with the actual momentum of the market. Is it strong? Is it weak? This momentum was strong, this momentum's weak, this momentum's weak. What's happening here? Well, we don't know yet, right? So I hope this has helped you out. Make sure that you come down to tradinginvestingforyou.com. If you're on this site right now, click on the link, click on that banner below, above, which would be this banner right here, Cash Flow Share Trading Mastery, or the Cash Flow Mastery, which we're going to be teaching you amazing strategies. It's me fleshing out all the different strategies I know. 2 days. This is just a small, tight little workshop here. Okay, where I'm going to be working with you personally to help you out. And plus, also, this whole thing is a 2 days. And the reason I'm doing this is a way of giving back. Okay, you get two full days of amazing strategies. And in the meantime, we're going to donate to a charity live, actually on stage while you're out there. So make sure you click on that. Make sure you check that out. Okay. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this on YouTube, click on that link below this video right now to come over to this page and check it out as well. Or just simply head over to tradinginvestingforyou.com. That's it for me, guys. I hope you have a good day. This is John Howell here. No matter what happens, say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and that is success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.